Yeah, Reverend Emmanuel Boachie and a Reverend Dr. Stephen Gyesaw or America and a Emmanuel so a Ghana. And I am machine 50 year referee. Me dem mo baby. Na ye nkomo bi koso na efa Reverend Ibe Boachie ho. Eno no elibetu dwa ana wo kire se e wo se Kristofo to aba e wo Kristo kwan so.
Christopher on said Christianity originated from Jewish root, and Jewish root originated from and New Testament no so the emerge from, and one apostles na emerge. Now the Jewish nation that a prototype of the church. In a sense, it's a piece of what you disassociate yourself from the claims of the Old Testament because we came out of the New Testament. The Old Testament, Deuteronomy chapter 17 verse 15. Israel for the say, some a 2 point to say, Mubeyi or Henia, Manchester, Mubeyi or Henia. Onye foreigner, nemo hina, onye Israeli.
Okay.
Now, as a case of any Israeli, every other can say, any is talking about nationality, but not religion, or maybe he's not referring to faith, background. But Jewish people, no, Nyankopon do omo esiwo as a nation, no. Nyankopon ama omo separate, political, social life, and their spiritual life. Everything they were doing was intertwined with their spirituality. Even their eating, their dressing, their farming, their marriage, and everything, all of them were part of their spiritual, relationship with God. And you say in the Old Testament, the Jews for a time, anytime Diano almost prophets, any almost kings, they were all Jewish or Israelites. Yes, and that is what you should understand. Now, anytime Diana Ubemu said foreigner, Ababeti or my Israel sono. Now or minor aya aswading etia unyankopon. They've gone astray of the laws, commandments, and God wanted to punish them. That is the Romans, that is the Ottomans, that is the Greeks, and that is the Egyptians, and Babylonians, and Persians. And actually, that is what the precedents are. They were from the Bible. And when you come to the New Testament, you also get to know that Paul said that in 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 20 there, from 14 up to from 14 up to 18. Paul established was say it was obi a Christoni and a Virginia. And this one obi on share or any share GD pro. Any partnership whatsoever. Now, so these are some of the things that I would looking at it from biblical background that establish it. They are talking you Jesus Christ, Osman apostles, so your friends are monko kanyamia samolubano. As Okaton say, you should remember, say, you are sheep among wolves. So you should be assured as serpents. And this, shrewdness now all come once in the way you go about the work I have given to you, you have to be always sensitive that your enemy is around in your public life, in your speech, in your decision making, the way you go about things. You must not give your enemy the chance to attack you. And basically, that is how we can look at it from biblical point. So actually, then another China. The reason why I specify the on Islam and say from church history, we know what Islam has done against Christians. You listen to me. Bishop Dartwood Mills, he wanted to organize open crusade. We know that he has this campaign, a Healing Jesus campaign all over the country and outside the country, particularly in Africa. He wanted to host a program in one of the North African countries. So he wrote a letter to them. Say, "Opeso hosting the program maybe at our country. Someone the government, or more correspondent, letter to your friends, a letter on the brain. As one catch and they say, yeah, country, we are Muslims, and there are three things we don't have in our country here, and we don't wish to have in the future." And this is what he said. He said, anything American, anything Jewish, and anything Christian. The also Ebionia say, Assembly si for hine and Krabuponiya issue ewo Tapo Cemetery. That was a misunderstanding. And Kramofono almost de fuye. Almost fuye no, almost sa emma and a nearma. Oman Fanko Palace na omum wasem no. Pentecostal sorry a city baby a onka asem no hono. E ho enum raye e kwa exert womo anger. Yeah, almost started said they were destroying things. So when Yankupon fie konkron. Yeah. Yeah, also ebio and they say in this country, Reverend Osu Bempa or not sorry or yeah sorry. And I always all kinds of them say, well, who say Satan episode will come be. While more depending po and nobody there was nothing wrong, with it. Say young more empire and man said ya baya the above at church no. Sad no Sadia we say and before a fan say a crime. Say your mom pay ma will be na own woman. And these Muslim guys, and I'm not here some establishes also power that for the American answer is suffer. And we are speaking on freedom of speech and public religion. And that is constitutional minimum rakra or some position so that my obu so because your mom pay ma will be na nipa no and this Muslim guys are on chances why sir. Ewa Nyankopon fie konkon de manias kan. For say niema our country our church. The following year, IGP appointed by this government. Instead said, or member publicly, Abeka said, "Oh, so for now, when I saw them, why sorry no, well, Mumrebiaso. Name dia Odine, Jumaster or software, didn't Mumrebiaso, so because your mom pie mobi. And in Cramofo is now, or what these are to trust some of Mona Mobum Rasso. It is a software be a story 35.
Mame Musa, Usbempa dina Mibusa Kakrana, Usbempa Okopacha one hour and Pacho.
There are powers that be.
And you almost force Okopacho.
Oh, that is how I see it. Because minimum reason here on the church of Okopacho.
Because why are they now? Why are they not say what the oye no papa? I don't know Okopacho. What top or boy
Okopacho? Me say because to me a wahano and more a Christopher who buying. And a circumstantial wisdom that probably will use here.
Okay,
Is
well,
there
make your point in me. Make your point in
any law?
Make your
Any
point
law in this country say, so for be jina sorry demo, yeah, sorry. Say, obo esumfu for be din, ana or the preaching, or ebon pay mom, will pull constitution this one, your friend, and Rabiswana.
Owusu bempa ya wo kana asemi. Wo kana asemi. Obi tena radio FM so ka se owusu bempa. Enso wono so akọ spirit ehunu se oye fake. Owusu bempa kọ hokobu ebutu machine nyina opiepia gu form epempem eye studio ho the laptop hwehwe ho. Na obi kọ spirit no ohunu se ono sofo no so ye fake ya. Eno so etia mra na.
Eno eye obi ni ma na ase owusu bempa.
Owusu bempa na kọ ye ewo eye kwaku nine station.
Okay, mpacho matrasi. Me nte sa story but oti. Say also bempa esa. Me condemn 100%.
Anyway, yes sir.
What I say? Eno ntina say obi so be ye di tia no a. It was some me condemn no. Me condemn no. But the mention here say
Mebo, owusu bempa. Eko agrada afie. Agrada says wo ye bema na wo hwewa sebe. Ombra ni fie obekire ne so ye bema obekyenare. Ono esofo no. Efa nkofo kan ho. Efa senior man for metometofo. Enkofo ya wo se wo mosom no. Eye atutura som no. Sa osu bempa ya fa sa atuturafo no. Ene ode wo motena moto so. Ene omutu di nanim. Atuturafo na wo muni kwan se eto abama wo no. Ene omutu di nanim. Ekọ oba bese afie. Se omo kwa akoye allegation ene ye chi no etutrafo na mo se eni kwa se omo na asofo no ekokontokwa ne na marika onka holy ghost onka holy spirit ni bufu dia o se na marika no afrezo ngofo na o se eni kwa se eto abam to usu bempa case no a wo ka no de wo ka nyina wa ye bio wa ye wono so ye bi o ye the same thing
corner ba
over
asma wo kan different from asma me kan no.
Okay, mami too.
And I mean justify also bempa say we bofo ana wanya bon men kan sa o.
Mati.
I'm only establishing a case. Me dey try say me dey be authenticate the veracity of what I'm saying.
Okay, Mati, mind you.
The American say also bempa e won ne church ho no. Yes, see a mompire ma obi so for senti same wa hey. Se me jina ma sorry and a program so. E ka say oh, ya mompire e machi bi ma na boni bi anto na. Ma commit crime. It is a say and camofo be bra ma so dem be say nyama ha.
Debbie.
You don't to you freedom of speech, you know, freedom of religion. And camofo jina bonten e Christianity. Christ Bible. Say yes to Christ or I am all sort of things. Christ we have some. Who social media you should listen to what they've been saying against Christianity. And we don't react, we don't respond to your mokano. But they can't take the same thing from us. The American say, a Tomo and sorry them, Yanko Echo committee sacrilegious offense. Instead, say IGP Becca say, 30 pastor Ebe, or sophobia when home coins so big na so da mayana sorry, a preacher bompire mobia. And this or cramonibi and nimness or sophobia na sorry. Next Omoko, Echo dear to trust some viewer, Omona boom ransom de Brasha or Munsem. And to woman here do one Megina and Ra and Nim ever low.
Mebo, once Mebo,
and IGP day. I'm the one in air threatening in this country.
Mebo, maybe say me once so be the bonia, I was say Yachino, Meboa, so me agony.
Yes.
Also, Ben Panko for them was saying, ne dem honey man. Yet you woman, you know.
Ahana day.
Owusu bempa na ne sign e ba abonten public say waja bibia menako ye Kristo ni to mo fanche.
Very good. Now okay, then and the following year no IGP ede warning Emma de wonu mom se wagya asem na kyem
Wamfa anya ono nko a o se asofo mo hye nkom eye 31st night omo nyankopon ne ba 31st night
Matiwase
IGP ama wo su bempa IGP ama wo su bempa warning se woni nkramofo asem
Matiwase yete country ha Yente sa warning no be from Ghana police but some come it had been going on since Rollins time.
Na mebo so le mami musa we de mami musa me am personal question.
And your president asun mo gina e de adai.
Me ba we mami musa me am personal question. We de oyo osofu yi. Enkom sha adint na 31st nkwan na wose atwurugu krata so be kan kire adintia.
Are we going to discuss prophecy?
That is one idea abem za IGP dey na me busa adint na 31st nkwan. Enkom say they say it me by Wednesday, it me by Thursday. It is confident that the best one is uncle.
Majority, me uncle, or cancer beyond the status of a cousin. Or say topic I am from my near discuss. So as I am discussing,
oh, and to say a point, you know, say a cremofono. First one, or more a quarter for a allegation or one. Number two, also been password them number two. Number 3, now say, was Ubo be say, I sorry, been suye bibia, and woman in a quiet fight.
What we know about Muslim, and they say they are notably territorial.
Okay.
Ghana had no single communities. So we are software, machines or so kwa crusade wo I go cast for Christ mo I go cast say obi magic Christian. You know what will happen?
Okay.
Even at the northern part of this country where they have dominated, there were certain communities over there. You can't even build a Christian church there or organize open church service.
Okay.
There.
Yes, I said. Let's say the organization. And Cremophone, I said to trust some your mude. The Pumasi Brano.
And basically, no, or attack you.
Okay.
What's the idea? What's the idea? My uncle, Reverend Dr. Abekacho. What is that Cremophone? What money I put on some for and a clash. They say it publicly, said. They are their arch enemy.
Okay.
They say it publicly.
Okay. Dr. Betty Dr. Betty
At the point I hear the kino, the American has said, as a pastor, as a Christian, majority. Me baba your Bible college students no back or Nigeria, your missionaries no back. Before Obasanjo ne Donald good luck more time there was peace. Our Nigeria. Muslims may know everything as successfully, we know right now what is happening in Nigeria. Almost temple say justice. Your friends say Christians. Aya womo ya o sorry a womo nka womo.
Ehone de ase me wanu ye kakra won say te say eye Israel ni Palestine ayi a esi no enye Palestine fo enye Palestine fo nyina won say sa eye omosom no ye wo mu types o ye obi wo mu omo no ye from say jihad fofo bi ni ye wo mu types mebre ya omo no enye nkremofo nyina na ye sa ye wo mu types de okay am say ifo na boko haram se hwan ifo ya
me ba to me o de me petro question at ba to sa sam na omo kan they just say it without facts. You can never differentiate those people from liberal Muslim. So Saudi Arabia or extremist and now jihadist and Egypt North African countries only and all the people almost surrounding Israel in Jihadist and an extremist. And they china baby a woman does they shut Christianity up. And Christianity is an underground church. Why not an extremist? How do you differentiate the two?
Okay, and then the Dr. Bema,
dominated. You can't differentiate an extremist from a liberal, Muslim.
Okay.
Where it stands.
Minimum say. If you look at it from your friend saying, can be abaya, yeah, your friend democracy now. The entire Ebane say, your friend be social contract. A social contract and it say, any person who jay in answer 1990, Obia Nanti na Obia nya de opa. Sir Michelle na say, and who are the Esenwa. Bikitawa, mebo na maji, and that's so baby they do a chikrana. Mebo se me who are there. Into the end, they say, your social contract. Democracy, that's what it is. And you know, maybe they may write, me or air share ubimu, also the air question mo, obi had an air question, so the bear, Sani Pano, obey Jaya Nemu. That's a resource now, sir, or Sheni, no, the fair, no boy who by Nafi or to be beyond them, Raya Juma. And I'm saying, yes, I didn't know. I was say, you who say, Saita, you woman, a be a ma, a be a mema, a be a uncola, a be a Christopher, a be a Cramofor, a be a Santini, a be a Wanani, a be a Semini. You have all these people, Omoba. And you know, the other way they say, make it sure say, a banner, or form and that banner, a banner, would be our equal right. Say, obetimi agina position a highest position a all man mono nipa krono obi a all man mo bia betimi agina saade bi na se koba se me na me wo the other side na me ko kan se wo sa ko we mu a enam se ko no etese ntino untimi enyina anase wugina eni se yetomawa se meba na okoskua aso am bi hene trim se enam sa aso ya wo mu nti untimi highest office no untimi me da bia da na nyi nti no ebasa na se eye discrimination ewo mu ana se ya ma your friends say okre anadi amobia edasabasa ye eneba nti no uhwe Ghana constitution na article 12 no eka say obia woye Ghana ni it doesn't matter say woye oba say woye obema so woye kramoni so woye bia wo ho kwan say oba na otimi no obey stand for position bia awo oman mu bi nti no 1992 constitution ehemu say sana etie no to so bia timi egi na otimi di sa position ne bi nye nipa ba akofo afensu so no ne ehun say Ghana no yatimi atena ache ye ne enkramofo akristofo ye nyina timi atena ebu oman ye aman ache sa kebima minka bi abai the etoso 9 a eba 1992 yi unse ebi a obehwe beto abane bewie no na bi a wantwi kakra ba de so eba obehwe na yasha no fi se enya ade a eye kesibia de amane eba sa ne se akristofo ne nkramofo ne esuma akane nyina no traditionalist nyina no Jim say yatimi akan ho abomu ya utumi say interfaith dialogue e wo kwa yatimi ehia na yatimi ekeka ensa ma esiye endino so bisu okope obi ama wabedi ne so a enam say ye kentra ye nyina obi a wo ne background different ayintuno our constitution no ye define Ghana as a secular country. India is a secular country in seven. Obia esumbia ni hwa ɛsɛ ɛyɛ oditete ma ɛsɛ yɛna yɛwɔ sɛ yɛyi wei se na yɛwɔ se na yɛwɔ se obiara tumi ɛyɛ bi ma yɛyi yɛtumi ayɛ saa ma akyɛ ɛho sɛ yɛntumi bɔne biara ma yɛ na ahwɛ mu koraa sɛdeɛ yɛsi ka no a wohwɛ mu a na kyerɛ sɛ mmerɛ atwa mu ɛkɔ no nneɛma a ɛsisi na atumi sɛ nkramofoɔ no wɔ nteaseɛ ɛsen because Mr. Mahama ɛpɛn so ɔmo mmienu nyinaa na ɔmo yɛ akristofoɔ ɔne ne running mate nyinaa na ɔmo yɛ akristofoɔ Mels pɛn so ɔne ne running mate na ɔmo yɛ akristofoɔ ɛnso nipa a ɛto ma ɔmo akristo ayi ɛmsɛ nkramofoɔ no ɛto ma ɔmo ɛyɛ nkurɔfoɔ yɛ akristofoɔ no ɔmo to ma ɔmo sene ɔmo a na ɔmo wɔ ayi friends Muslims ɛhyehyɛ ɔmo enti no wohwɛ mu a nkramofoɔ no when ɛba to sɛ yɛ a wɔn mfa ɛsom ɛna ɛto aba no as a matter of fact adom ɔkyere ɔyɛ some discussion bi na I was flipping through it na according to the data present no Ghana no wɔn mfa nyamsom sɛ bi a meyɛ kramoni anasɛ meyɛ kristoni ɛna to aba no because ɔkɔhwɛ nkran your friends one of these township I say nkramofo nko anegu ɛhwɛ data no ohun sɛ wɔn to more ɛma your friends nsamama na ɔyɛ kristoni na ɔsa ɛwɔ obi a ɔsa di n'akyi nso so ɛsa yɛ kristoni do you want to say wɔn nya sɛ nea yɛn sɛ sɛ yɛasɔre sɛ the first time okramoni bedi enti sɛ no yɛ bɛne aba abɛtata na nea bɛhwɛ sɛ obi ɛnto aba ma okramoni okay ɛno pa ho a wotumi sɛ ewiase afana bebree wɔn agye atum sɛ Ghana yɛ friends yɛ democracy no akɔyie nneɛma ɛkɔyie ne sɛ ɛnyɛ sɛ Kristo di na bedi yɛ nti ɛna ma yɛsom no anasɛ yɛ democracy no akɔyie yɛn sɛ yɛyɛ election a ɛyɛ fair and fair free and fair right nti no basa ayi ebi a wobɛhwɛ ne yɛso yɛ wiem ha kakra na ɛbɛdu in overall ayi no wotumi sɛ ɛkɔyie ndi ano ka ho bi ɛne yɛwɔ independent judiciary ya wɔn nso so no sɛ ɛbɛ biribi a yɛtumi de kɔ ɛma wɔn hwehwɛ mu sɛ wɔn de yie ɛtoa yie yɛsɛ wɔ civil societies a wɔn ɔman no mu a wɔn tumi ɛkasa ma ɔman no sɛ biribi ɛnkɔ yie a wɔn tumi ɛyɛ ne yie nti saa nipa wɔ anim nyinaa no ɛka ho bi saa kuakuo wɔ anim nyinaa ɛka ho bi na ma ɔman no ɛtumi biribi ɛkɔ yie na ɛnɛ sɛ akristofoɔ president nti ɛna ma ɔman no ɛkɔ yie ɔtuma fa sɛ wohwɛ nkramofoɔ ɛsom ɛne akristofoɔ ɛsom a sɛ apart from sɛ yɛka sɛ Yesu Kristo no a yɛdi n'akyi no wogye firi mu a saa nkurɔfoɔ no wɔn nyinaa yɛ monotheist na yɛka monotheist a ɛyɛ ɛsom a wɔn gyiri sɛ onyame baako pɛ ɛna ɛwɔ hɔ enti no wohwɛ mu a yɛn nneɛma nyinaa yɛ pɛ wokɔhwɛ wɔn ayi mu a yɛ believe one God deɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu wɔn believe in honesty and integrity sɛ ɔkɔba sɛ akyire no matwerɛ ɛyɛ bi wɔ hɔ mɛtumi de abrɔ sɛ mepɛ sɛ mi show sɛ when it comes to moral issues yɛn no wɔn ɛhyɛ the same ɛyi wɔn believe in honesty and integrity mama Bible verse any Quran verse it shows wɔn believe in charity and generosity ahomɔborɔ ɛne ayamyɛ your Bible verse it show what Kristo Bible mu ɛna mo Quran ɛyi so it shows wɔn respect for family your Bible verse it shows na Quran verse it shows wɔn believe in justice and fairness your Bible ayi it show any Quran it show wɔn believe in compassion and kindness your Bible verse it show saa nkurɔfoɔ nyinaa saa nneɛma mi kɛkɛ they believe in peace and forgiveness nti your Bible ayi it show sexual morality the same until when it comes to moral issues now share the same faith now sometimes and there may be bad so and I will see some me a social scientist say me who say bibia ba but trust me what does it be a social factors? It be our behavior, political factor. Some incremo, you many of them, now a Middle East what a geopolitical reasons. America, for instance, if you also leaders who are dictators, if you also have poverty or if you also have your friends and Kebima. Oh, and there are a lot of factors. Emma Sanima way eba. Maybe they say Nigeria, they what can say. Nigeria no Boko Haram no. Starting war good luck. Jonathan a pencil. We must say actually no aggravate the situation aggravated. But starting war good luck. Jonathan a pencil. Or no a Christo ni. Oh, and you know be say the idea say obi be president na say woye Cremonia ebetimi ama saade na ban on say in logic no there are a lot of fallacies these are no say if we were to go into logical disputation what committee because we're making a lot of hasty generalization we build a strong man I mean there are a lot of your friends and logical fallacies. It's difficult for me to go through all of them but the other thing say the fact is say Bibia SC or Middle East no I be ha akonaba share book we your friend I mami or a trace your friend a history of God. Now history of God no o trace sa religion means say a Middle East. Even say or say the 4,000-year quest of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Now, Middle East what can wasem. Before say, okay, mami buku now to it's a lot of but Otrisha before say Muhammad Ebeko Kofa Sumnaban, sa Arabia Peninsula na intertribal war ni the culture. So Ufi now come a bit say Malaysia. That thing is different. Uko Indonesia for majority your friends Muslim. But there's a very peaceful they coexist with your friend Christopher. And to say Kramosomo religion no and they're violent no. I don't think it's a fair argument to make. Now, what can be to say also been person? I mean, and I say meeting some I was even surprised say obi o Christo ni obetimi agina wa say no obi en bibia obetimi obi ntimi enweni aba ewo yi na Nyankopon na we Nyankopon no nko an was to me but on say to me enye ye wall influence. Theologically and philosophically speaking, I don't understand why also be people back for betimi aka say ono nko an ebetimi control the outcome of election in Ghana. When they decide to be the man. Na ya kan ya moken. Obi ko gina na sorry. Na wo ka say obi ebeyare an so obi bewu a. Kan be na sa ayi papa no o kan na so. Kan be no appointing so o physician. Now kroma kra no we physician kra. You are not even to divulge obi personal or health information. Medical information. I didn't think I go gina sorry them now we yes o kan obi asa. Wow. And now, sometimes we don't even understand the difference between Nyama and your friends in Cremophone Barbara. So I mean, two way Bible, Bible way, so English version, so whatever version, Mikitano. I know, say, it's not a sacred, it is said here in Cremophone Efano. Oh, say Bible. People saw your friends in the Old Testament. There were about 70 your friends and clergymen who were in Egypt who put them together, taking a year from all the other sources. And they put this thing together, which the internal friend is Greek your friend Septuagint because of the 70 a year. New Testament, many of them, we don't even have the autograph. The autograph, and then they say, the Paul letter or train or no other than such train. You need, and you know, and for a young copy. And so, what I'm trying to say is, so a Christian scholar, On fact, Bible not to say there, your friend saying, and Cramofo found there, and Cramofo almost is a direct recitation from God to Muhammad. And anytime you say something about it, it's a different together. Oh, and we need to learn the culture. Almost culture, any answer culture. Being a sanctified by an American say. So be a 1 year sanctified say, oh, I didn't think I was say, open sono, why you're henny. Why are you going to tell me, sir, Obi a nipa your friends say more than 60 here na so no. When can so name Obi a or no here one person. That's my culture. Me culture so Obi a something. So we also have to understand the culture of nipa na ye ekomo asem. And say, Obi jump from here. Now also what Bible na say 2 year bo asia kan. Over Matthew, the book of Matthew. What Trey said, Unyankupon onye yimu, na imom oyi Israel ho isi ho as a mother country no. What the microphone fra wa be fra nipa nka oni sem bi ankomburu sem kura bi shemu. Obi dey say tema unim the story osofo. Obi dey say your friend Bathsheba, unim the story. Obi dey say Ruth, unim the story. But okọ Matthew ho no, obo san krofo enim nyina din. Look, your friend is saying, your friend is saying, who could be to say Isaiah 45. Was it Cyrus, my anointed? Now in Cyrus, and he was a Persian king, onye Israel king. And say you believe in the providence of God and the sovereignty of God. Why would we think say obi a kramonia onyankopon intimi emfano ne so embless Ghana so no ne say onyamidi nimje biama na ontimi famless Ghana. And to know the point I'm trying to make is say the idea said that obi a kramonia any say Christopher etomano no. Enya no kre because ya Christopher no yemfa say ewiase we ye kingdom. Yes Christo buy no. Na your friends say esuafo no anyone more Israel for no bebre no mean so tumi ekita ne de and go say nkoko obo a omkrofo no because the Maccabean have done that before obetimi lead wo mo nka wode wo mo akọ no mo akodi Roman for so no waje and then even wo sorry akra esuafo no bisa what about the kingdom I said that's not your business what the answer ko ne koka nyamsam no e kire nkrofo we share your friends saying baby Exodus 18:19 Ehono eye Jethro ene ekasa kire nasi bema ya Moses ene wo kire ne say Moses pese ensome ba nyina no peso wo se wo yesa ewu edi won yo be ne say pai nipa be say when you also say what can you say look nipa krono he's capable, which means the person is competent. 2, nipa no he fear God. 3, he's trustworthy men who hate dishonest gain. Now nipa Jethro na can say Jethro no nya junior. Now when your friend is saying asif for ni bi Jacob asif for ni bi. Almost say nasifo no efi your friend say Abraham Sarah wuye no Abraham koware oba bi ne friend Ketura na Ketura no eno ne no ekowo sa enkwala be nan na Midian ba ko your friend Midian. So Jethro no he was a Midianite onye Israeli be hwese onyankopon efa no so onu mom na odi nyansa te se ode man we shall Bible mu a utimu say enipa bebre wo ho a wo mu ye onyame nipa wo mu ni wiasefo ahemfo esume ema eyeye twa Joseph eni Pharaoh twa obi di say your friend say Daniel eni your friend say Nebuchadnezzar ni Darius twa Nehemiah ni Artaxerxes she say enipa bebre wo ho a wo mu ni Christopher ali nyame nipa etimi ye ma eyeye. So what do we think say onyankopon epese wo hira Ghana ontimi emfanfa okramoni so na ontimi emfanhia Ghana. The point I'm making is the idea say obi okramoni or violent no it has any basis bia wo be kwa hwe no na ye emedi cultural issue, it could be social, it could be economic issue, poverty, it could be political. The type of governance our area on. No more it determines and the young fear must say, so be a Cremonia, we a Christonia. Fair, so the guys in Trail book could be another dynamic one about Sabuku away, the city of God. Now, America for most of their politics, book were August in the train, it was a friend and yeah. He wrote it. So the bachelor acquire befa so a yan ya was associate yan ya was say friend the city of man and what the city of God. Now the city of man the Augustine person was trying to say sa ebreya iwo mu
yeah
ewiase eman ewiase ahini na ebetwa mu ekọ so sa ahini we no peace be anim because there is no justice wo mu. Augustine also can say, so who are politicians? They are a bunch of thieves. They like the same thing. He says, they like wealth, they like honor, they like their friends. There's one other thing. Also, they love the same thing. The only time I've been with a politician, now omu epeno, and it is true. So I'm call parliament. Let's say you can say your momo es gracia, obi abeje. You can say your two mo pay mo obi abeje. The time obi hu so omokono. Na yes our presidential year we nya wentiminya. That's what they do. And the sad you know, who go to the church fathers now, they realize that enya dia they first fire and go betimi aje your friends on akodi. He didn't do it. Or the sacrifice, or the love, or the compassion. Or your friends and way giving forgiveness and what they yet that kingdom of okay. Now you know you didn't your models are and your man many pension. Now yes yadi yahu political aim. One smile say yeah say from has done a evangelical be omoye. Say emra wokrum hanyina nko Christopher mra. Bibia enye Christopher But this is not a theocracy. It's a democracy. And I think I want people to understand. So it's a social contract, it's a democracy. And yet idea, yes, young choir Christopher, yedia. Into no, I was a BBI yet. And I feel Okofa, Mr. Mebra Kuma Ekofa, Usubempa, and near Yasamba. And Yama Bebra, Yayano, any Babu Mubebia, so now, oh, you see, come on to the Bible. Now there was nothing like a social media, right? Now there was nothing like even a television. Who sorry, the Marcos, a beko baby will be a better. And then, as my becani be an obia to the ideas to see what. And there are someone winning so who can't. Don't say in the public, even in your pulpit. Papa, your friend of both Buddhists. Now, our book could be about preaching. One of the things that he said, don't use the pulpit to settle personal scores. Never ever use the pulpit to settle personal scores. Adi omuye nan. Wow. Christopher no. Problem there was a enum yemi ani ko ho. Say a Christopher any pastors any one mom keke kan say ha na one a teacher for and no more principals, and no more, you know, much idea. And go in and Bibelu so much. Because Obra among 4 SO Mukwa sorry, what na honor or mubono. Which means that young as much as a man, a catcher, and for so many, more effort. Oh, and no moment I was there, yes, some near. When I said, someone get through L2, Moses to know, with their instruction. Teach them God decrees, instruction, show them the way. A senior for no a call, I inconfort call a home complaint, call a senior for no. I send them apostles, no, yet the whole bomb I bought in church near in a monk on a cottage. Say, we your minister, what do you say? Obe church, I mean, look, there was a study, a global study on my year.
Mm-hmm.
A corner of Uti.
Of a mitipa.
Global study. global studies or more about trust. Now they call it a virtue study. When you say, study no. Countries are almost no. Maybe score bear 60%, 70%. Some of the Scandinavian countries. When they Ghana for score, Nigerians even score better than Ghanaians. And Nigeria for score 14.95 or something. When they Ghana for score below 5%. In other words, so far Ghana, we Ghana 400. Now the Omujina home. Now we say, what trust unia? Any 5% the catcher say unia kasa and so New Ghana and Nika something no better trust. Compared to Nigeria, 50%. What is going on? Now, so I did a study, been published here, because it has been my dream. I didn't think Christ, yes, Christ, some dozen. And so, Omano say, say, or so food to me, Kojina TV, so no dimatem, or sorry, I also you did. How can you do that? Abra episode for efficiency, I catch yourself. And you say, and some fee, and then some money, if you go beat me, go catch up or bow hand, or so forth. No friend who to live for. What example are you setting for? So our focus should be on some of these things. Then say if we are so sir, anyway, ebeko. If you say you're Christopher near just a hini be or we should focus on it. Say you're dear party. Meno, I do your friends and policy analysis. I do politics. And you might say because I'm not making say. And only a friend may say, I will not even come if that's the case. Anyway, let me pause here.
Bible verse ben, and ye the back say, Yen Christopher, ye knew who can say a twaba, Edima Cremoni, Bible verse ben.
This is Deuteronomy 17, 15.
Okay, Deuteronomy 17. Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. And yes, sir.
Yes.
Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. Okay. The next word Deuteronomy say, you may indeed set a king over you, over whom the Lord God will choose. Me pacho, no na makan, me pasanity.
And see.
Okay. One from among your brothers, you shall set as a king over you. You may not put foreigner over you who is not your brother. Me pacho we no if a king who and if a president who.
If a king who young fan cry say a president Ukraine. The point that I'm making is that here we were talking about a unified or a group of people who were from the same age. Now we are talking about a pluralistic society. Because Bakuno, Profoning and some are Santafo, Uminaya Santafo, right? And you know, so far, I'm going to fall up. I win Beboma. What do you mean? Kosher emphasize, Uncle can say, as Santafo says, near Santafon, I would say, Nam say, I say, Muyina, Munifra Santafon, near the Crophobia, become one. With I think that's the point that I'm telling you. You're living in a pluralistic system. It is not like the same 2,000 or 3,000 years ago. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. So if you want to apply that verse, that scripture, you have to situate it within the context of a democratic society.
Country behind you, they easily embrace Christianity. We are not naive. You need Christian, you need Christian country be our so. But your other religions, your friends are one more country, so as so. Because we are spiritual nation and we know that. But the point is, what is my crime and error say? Me can't say me no Christopher say. People are against Christians. And don't give weapon to a person who calls you an arch enemy. You don't empower your enemy.
That is not good for the stability of the country for you to classify and label some of your own citizens as arch enemies. Why are they your arch enemies? Some of them might have acted in a way you don't call them your arch enemies. Nobody is your arch enemy.
In fact, Yana, a shocking and I'm finding it difficult to understand. Sir, enipa owura sorry dem a wonya no hwe. E ko say niam awo.
E ba cha obi omo be wura wa so dem ana.
Asama na o kan sa. Akese obi be wura ma sorry dem an am different from the Church of Pentecost.
Church of Pentecost for no omo ye den pan omo ko wura so dem omo ye den. Omo ye den omo ko wura.
Express enkomo a midi wa ha ni nyina no.
There be Yanka Church of Pentecost as some one. And Yanka Church of Pentecost. And the Yanka Pentecost.
So be times have question we are a church maximum can happen. You don't listen.
And I'm saying Yanka Church of Pentecost as some one.
What's wrong with him asking a question?
No, the question. There be men can't have your question. But maybe the say as someone messes Sudia.
Well, and Yanka Pentecost as some one.
It's fine.
I am my answer separately. That is what I'm referring to.
You are making hasty generalization.
As someone may say, Pentecost for active or baby or when you're machine. Tapo Palace. Everyone in California problem. Or cemetery. And they chose to attack the church.
But you're talking about the history of the church and talking about the Muslim always attacking. What about the Christianity also attacking the Muslims and other faith? And during the Inquisition, it wasn't even only your friends and other faith. The heretics were even attacked. They were burned on the stake. Why don't you discuss those?
No. Me by to masoma ye kano. Say e ho na person discuss that. Discuss say.
No, you brought it. You making a statement.
No, Matthias. Oh, sir. Sorry.
Christianity is not exclusive of violence. I mean,
no.
In the first, there was a mathematician and professor. There was a scholar in Egypt, a woman that was killed by the Christians. Her name is Tapia or something like that. I can't get the name for you. I mean, we are not innocent either.
So how? What did they now bet me the authenticate a Christopher?
Oh, you go. I mean, they had research about your friends and the woman, female scholar that was killed in the early churches of there. You find it.
I have one see. And also when Tiasi, I didn't have my cousin easy. And I will find a crop for buy. How are you in Sabrabo? Yes, one man of life. One of coffee. I did see in the 3 days. Why didn't you call for Bahar and Wassa Bokusia? I was assassinated when you were Bodia. Say, Obia, obviously, Crimunia on Moon. And so, and Tida, the same part of Fred and Open me. And then I see it to honor as I think I was Saba for you. And then the troops, Asaba, have a good fresh wall of you. And then I did, and you buy any of you buy a set, yes. Because when we go, I was a fortune of any Mom, Pataman can't be actually. I feel yesterday, the other day, almost a year saying Yabutre. Never said it.
That's any amount for Cassay, Cremophone, Christophone, talk on any president.
Any Christopher Ninta Kobia, yeah, 41st one, no, yes, you know. For him, you see my young one, you said my assenting, also announced a magazine from Gigi's Culture to a scam. Diana Moher. They say, Name said, I know Mobuno, Omusia, my Pisa. 2 days.
Oh my, Sia.
My Sia, and yet, Massa. This is him, Tiasio, and Tiasia, because I can't have one in Kyei-Duah. I sent a phone for Mutiasia.
Okay, just a mete papa story yasidi anese omuntu kwa no kra no enya Christopher no mo mo ko mo ne nkofo bi na ekun wo ho sana according to all count Osofo Boachie na video bi wo ho a Pentecost for no so be ye ya omo e kire se Clemofo ne ba ho be e attack omo
sa obo Clemofo ne Pentecost for a route no the video we ni ba ya na meboa
we nkwa Christopher de anyamba
Matias ya the person say we ni ba ya na meboa
we ne ba e
enti a kira wo say enipa na wa upload video no yes event na and our record here at the buyer at the beto enti na obo sa your friend say message in the use we ma wana meboa
number wo Christopher event no ho ana
me ka something na me bisa no me ka some enti da me bata me start person say on ceremony pani na wono asisu dua say the church of Pentecost for enyo mo hwe enyo mo Christopher na eko ananya sa na oka o na Christopher na wasa
Deble omso mu ni omu ni asa
ba me bata kan ye say adenti eno mo de sa isu no ko wura sorry dem my case no
Eno video no we metima search me say me hunu
that be say any videos ni ya na sabeka because we are thinking logically any part no answer question bi obi bisa ne say as the ya some and I possible na sorry some be see mu saying it should tell you say journalists be able to say answer no dey man no excessive issue are happening between money a Christian church must only say so we a Christian and was subscribe to Christ Bible the gospel don't vote for a Christian candidate and the Muslim community are also saying that the Muslim community should also vote for their brother I don't know why
Muslim community can say Muslim mebo.
Whenever a Muslim speaks in this country, we don't discuss it.
But the Muslim community no I can say
it calls for discussion.
Muslim community ni can say mo omuntu abama Muslims na no nti na ama won so kan say bia na say na wo pese wo Canada.
Sa enunti na America ana enya enuntia the fact ni say me masam ni say as a pastor as a Christian I use the Bible. National leadership, it deals with ethics, it deals with beliefs, ideology.
So what ethics contrary to modern?
Ethics say we have freedom of religion, freedom of speech, and freedom of public worship. And therefore, Obibiana onje sa ajewe endieno. Now we prove historically, consistently. Yeah, your precedents now no. I will tell my church members, I'm a person that be sorry say ya. Now me original radio so.
Baumia no person was standing. Baumia no person was standing. Oye kremoni. Ono wanjin dia baby o. Matthias ba me jese. Matthias me jese Baumia no person was standing oye kremoni. Matthias they say me na make nyawa. Me na make say Baumia no person obey president. Eno no oye kremoni. Ndi se Baumia no enye Christopher eni ayonkofo papa baby a wogina eye Pentecost for na ebo mpa yi Roma for na ebo mpa yi Pentecost wogina yi mame ozu be mpa ni ozu be mpa na aso mu wa ha yi
kwada ba minim wanya we se Gana ha me hu ni nyina
aha ntine se dia biem na asesa
mame answer question no Onyankopon efa ne ma wo heaven no Satan okoho bi ba o me ba bia ogina no oye hobwo ewo onko for worship or to campaign. His reason is not worship, and he doesn't believe in our Christ.
So
he just went there, and we know politicians how cunning they are. I'm not naive. Baumia, I could not because I saw them munti. Baumia, or a Christian or subscribe to Christianity. Now, my book has your one more musha in Antony away. Those who are wearing sheep clothes inwardly, you know, or your wolves, you know. What about that? I saw it and Obia bet me Reverend
Boachie, someone now.
I don't take him serious. So I put that sorry them. I don't take him serious.
So now a Christopher no moto omugina na ankramfo to mom and no what's your take on that? And they never complain.
Oh, I'm not complaining. My Reverend, how can you authenticate what you're saying? You said they never complain.
Mama, na zongo sufo no. Mikro baby mikro munyina zongo sufu nyina obi NDC for.
No, matrust you. But there may be some say over there now who say or montimi there or won't complain here. How are you going to establish that?
We go by what we've heard. We haven't heard that. Have you heard any?
Oh, a hearing. Sir, a hearing. Yeah, 1 hour kata. We should speak with facts.
Now, me na makwa that but me the person who say. I say no, I didn't know by ya. Mr. Uwo, a be a war and Kramofon. As I'm any discussion about topic and I become too emotional because you already have something against them, which to me shouldn't be the case. I mean, we know so they are different from us, but that doesn't mean that we can coexist with them.
My Reverend Minister, sir, who uses we can't coexist with them. That is your assertion. I haven't said that. In my community, I have Muslim friends there.
You haven't said that, but we are.
Your line of thought, but on your line of thought, you know, who discuss it seems some problem, and we shouldn't entertain emotions. And I miss you now discussing, so you can't run away from that. My issue is say. Yanen Kramofo atna in this country asumdwe wa ha and Kramofo you are sorry ya sorry there is peace in the community omo ba attack we forgiving them, we don't attack them back. They will not allow you there, but to a Kramoni beto share the message near a church, nobody will attack them. We want it to remain like this.
Okay, this Adechini and to Abanawi.
A situation where their position and their influence will give them more room.
Okay, we go. It's Adechini and to Abanawi. Adechini and to Abanawi. Na say, to Abanawi number Omia Winia a bed obending.
Oh, asma can't about when you answer the one window. Me say. Yanto Abana Day, Emma Christoni, just to let the world know, say, this is where we stand.
And I mean, as I say, almost all your 2 year number, your 2 year Cremonia Winia, your 2 year Cremonia Winia.
Menka, you want to answer Okasa, people don't get it. Menka de woni ma mamuo eche obi asem.
Enye no na miko de me chere se. Menka yenka memu ha me chere se ya tu wie na kremoni wi ni e.
Question na wo bisa me no na me chere se. Menka de obe woni asem.
Ah. Okay.
Aha menka de obe woni asem. So eba na se kremoni ada awene. I will pray for him.
Okay. Any say asem ni atwa ni tie wi. Ya twa asem ni ti. Any say atwa asem ni tie wi.
He is my leader in the country. So Obaba president, he's my leader. I will pray for him. The Bible tells us to pray for leadership.
Any say asem we ya twa ni ti kwa wi o. Asem ya twa ni tie wi.
So Obaba be Christo ni, Obaba be president in this country. Aya on me and share common faith. And this is and the assumption of position, it comes through me.